What is going on, y'all? It's Wes here, back again. So, being just straight up, last week was a little bit of a mess. So, just went completely awry, off diet, off script, just cheat meals, snacks, whatever I wanted in mind. I just kind of, not an excuse that I needed it, but it is what happened. It's the reality of the situation. So with that being said, the weight has shot up like 13 pounds. I weighed it this morning. I'm like 270, 75, 77, something in there. Yeah, so the weight has gone up. Good news, I do know exactly what I need to do to reverse that, so I'm not worried. It is just an unfortunate part of the process that I'm gonna have to include now, but we just gotta dig deep and get to it. But yeah, starting right now, we're getting right back on track, strict with the diet than we were even a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we are right into a full swing of this cut. So actually here, I'll throw up last week's check-in because I actually did it. The only reason why I didn't get uploaded, there's some technical difficulties. But I'll just put it alongside this week's as well. So you guys see the full picture of my body, how I'm looking, how it's been the last couple weeks. Like I said before, we're up now and we're gonna be just right into things, getting cut back down. But this kind of works because kind of what I wanted to talk about in the last video was motivation, and it's just how bad do you want things? Like that's really the long and short of it, is how to stay motivated. You got to figure out how badly you want something. And then once you know exactly what it is, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to trade in your time, your energy, your effort? Like what's going to be that thing that you will cash in order to get what you want back? And it's got to be something. Like there's nothing that you want that's worthwhile that doesn't take some sort of time or effort at the minimum. So the analogy or example I brought up in the last one would have been for all my gamers out there, if you played Skyrim, there's this armor that you can get, this dragon bone armor. I'm not gonna go too deep into the details, but you can get it. The only way to get it is from crafting the armor yourself. And to do that, you have to get your blacksmith skill all the way up to like 100 pretty much. And to do that, it's just monotonous. The easiest way to do this is just crafting iron daggers. Anyone who knows, just dagger after dagger after dagger. Just keep making the same simple little item until your skill is all the way up. And that's one most worth your time, but just for the ease of it, just to keep crafting them, get that skill up, and then you can actually get it. But in the moment, you're like, there's other armor in the game, there's other stuff you can get, but if you want that one, you just know what it takes and you have to just grind it out and do it. That's the only thing. There's no, I mean, sure, now you can probably pay for it, but I'm from the era of gamings where you had to unlock stuff instead of just pay for it and just get it instantly. You had to have a certain level of skill, or you have to put in a certain amount of time, or at least beat some checkpoint or requirement in the game to unlock that thing. And that is the mindset you want. Like what you want in the future, it's there. It's a potential reality, but you need to unlock it. You got to put in those requirements, the little things that you got to do. You got to find the monotonous work and just do it over and over and over again. And in terms of getting fit, we're lucky. There's not a lot of things in this life where you can just get the blueprint, get the recipe, and just do it, and it'll actually turn out. Like a lot of people want to, speak better, make more money, be more outgoing, be courageous. Those are things that, sure, there's little actions you can take, but it's not just straightforward like that. And to a degree, you're probably always going to be dealing with those things. Getting fit, however, it's just the math of eating clean, eating the right amount, and working out and being active. That is it. If you do those things, you gotta find, your exact ratio, but if you do that, you will get to your goal. But it's ultimately, how bad do you wanna do it? Do you wanna be waking up in the mornings when everyone else is sleeping and you're on your way to the gym, pumping iron? Do you want to be, eating just like regular, just ground chicken and ground beef and broccoli and other vegetables while everyone else is having cakes and sweets and drinking alcohol? That's what it takes. You got to give that up. But how bad do you want it? And I know for me, it was a point where I used to be a party animal. If you guys see my old stuff, I was out partying. But I had to decide. I'm like, I want this. And after all this work I put in, going out on the weekend and drinking is not gonna it's not gonna help. So I had to decide, how bad do I want it? Do I want to give up partying? Yeah, it was that simple. That's what I needed to do, and that's what I gave up. So, you gotta find your thing, what you're willing to give up, but that is just it. How bad do you want it? There's lots of other motivational hacks and tricks, sure, you could probably figure out, but ultimately, how bad do you want it is the key. And I want it bad. I want it bad. So I know the work I gotta put in, and I'm gonna do it. That's just it. There's no other way around it. You just have to do it and accept that fate. So I think I said enough there, but yeah, that is just how I'm looking. That is the motivation. That is what we're doing for this next little bit. So thank you guys for rocking with me. I promise, even though the mental health is down, the videos will still be uploaded. They're gonna be there. I'll check in another video. Drop those comments if you have a question for me. I had a couple good questions, so I really appreciate everything. We got another subscriber, 2 really, so we're up to 4. We're moving up in the world, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. So hit that subscribe button and join the team. We're gonna get this transformation going, and I'll see you guys in the next update. So thank you guys. Peace out.